wondered about Mambo's number 4 and 6. You know, are they different? Are they that different, Lou Bega? I don't know. That's the Disney Mambo number 5, which is pretty different from the original version. So I would actually call that one Disney Mambo number 5.5, maybe. It's right now, it's just called Disney Mambo number 5, for obvious reasons. Disney music galore. We have a channel, the happiest Sirius XM channel on Earth, available through the app. So if you don't have it, you should get it. It's also on select radios at Channel 302, but it is, of course, Disney Hits Radio. It's all of the Disney movie music that you know and love. Everything from Moana to The Descendants, really. I mean, it's all in there. You know, your classic stuff, your Cinderella, your Little Mermaid, it's all on there. So, yeah, if you want to get a little mouse ears going, that's the place to go. Of course, we got all that kind of stuff here on Kids Place Live. We have a show called Couch Potato Stew tonight, 8 p.m., nothing but family-friendly movie music and TV tunes. And there's more than just Disney in there, too. Couch Potato Paul will guide you through it. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Right now, I've got a chance to give you a little story. Our official Animal Farm storyteller is back in the broadcast booth to probably ruin another perfectly good folk or fairy tale for us. Uncle Luigi?
Hey, Keeney. Hey, boys and girls, it's me, Uncle Luigi.
That's right.
And this is the story of the Little Red Riding Hen.
Little Red Riding Hen.
Yep.
This is going to be one of those weird ones again.
Yep.
I don't suppose you consider telling the normal version of the story?
Nope.
Okay, I didn't think so. All right, go on.
Okay.
Whatever. All right, as you were.
Once upon a time, there was a little red hen. And she was very, very busy baking some bread because she's going to take this bread to her sick grandmama's house. And so she's got to harvest the wheat out of the field. She said to her friends, the dog, the cat, and the cow, who will help me harvest the wheat so I can make some bread and take it to my dear sick granny's house? And the cat said, not I. And the dog said, not I. And the cow said, And
Wait. The cow says moo?
yeah, that's cow for not I.
Oh.
Yeah, because he's a
Wait.
cow, you know.
Right, and cows don't talk?
No. Duh.
But the cat and the dog talk,
Hey,
so
these
why
are
don't
my
the kid...
story. You gonna
Okay,
let
I'm sorry. Go ahead, sorry.
Okay, so, anyway, when she harvest up the wheat by herself, the little red hen, and she gonna make the wheat into dough. She said, who will help me knead this wheat into dough? The cat says, I'm sorry, I just put a cake in the oven myself. And the dog said, you know what, I would, but I got a hangnail. And the cow said, So, the chicken little, she do it herself. You know, the little red hen. Yeah. She do it all herself. And then she's going to have to knead the flour into the dough. And she said, who will help me knead the flour into the dough to make the bread to take to my dear sick grandmother's house? And the cat said, you know, I am so sorry, but I forgot and I have to rearrange my sock drawer. And the dog said, you know, I got a conference call. I would normally, but this call's going to take all afternoon. And the cow said, So the little red riding hen, she do it all herself. She knead the dough, she put the dough in the oven, and it begins to cook, and it begins to smell delicious. I'm telling you, this bread smells so good. And when the bread is finished, Little Red Riding Hood said, anybody gonna help me take this bread to Grandma's house? And the cat said, you know what, I think I could squeeze in a little time to help you with that delicious bread. And the dog said, yeah, you know what, I think I might be able to help you out too. And the cow said, And so they all make their way through the forest to Grandmama's house. Now what they didn't know was that there was a wolf in the forest smelling this bread the whole time. And he's thinking, you know what? I gotta get me some of that bread. Because you know what? With the bread and the chicken, he's thinking chicken sandwich. He's thinking like better than Chick-fil-A. You know? I mean, he's got chicken, he's got bread. Right there, he got a sandwich. So he's watching. But first he goes to the grandmama's house. And he take the grandma and he throw her in the closet and he puts on her clothes, her nightgown, and he get in bed. And the Little Red Riding Hen and the cat and the dog, they show up at the house of the cottage. And they're knocking on the door. Like that. Yeah. He's knocking.
Right.
Okay, you can stop.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so, come in, said the big bad wolf. And the door opened, and in come Little Red Riding Hand with her delicious smelling bread, and a very, very hungry cat, and a very, very hungry dog. And she go right up to the bed, and she said, my grandmama, what big eyes you have. And the wolf said, not I. And the cat said, not I. And the dog said, not I. And then she said, well, grandmama, what big ears you have. And the wolf said, not I. And the cat said, well, you know, I was going to have my ears done, but I couldn't get anything done. And the dog said, my ears are very, very small in my family. I have a brother who has much larger ears. And then the Little Red Riding Hood said, my grandmama, what big teeth you have? And the wolf said, not I. And the cat said, not I. And the dog said, not I. And the cow said, but grandmama, I brought you some bread. Would you want to eat it? And the wolf said, not I. And the cat said, not I. And the dog said, not I. And the cow said, is it okay with you if I put it on the table? And the grandmama said, not I.
Excuse me, Uncle Luigi. I'm sorry to interrupt here. But what are you doing?
What do you mean? I'm telling a story.
Yeah, but this isn't really going anywhere. I mean, we don't have...
Yeah, I know. I kind of got it, it's kind of stuck.
Yeah, it is kind of stuck. You're right. I mean, do we have
Yeah, well, the problem is, see, nobody ever does anything in this story.
That's very true. I've noticed that.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. You know, boys and girls, that's the idea. See, if you don't step up and participate and help out your friends, nothing ever gets done, you know?
Yeah,
All you do is sit around and make excuses.
Right.
And that's a lame.
That is lame. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we wrap this up? I mean, what's the ending for the story?
I don't have one.
You don't have one?
No,
You mean you didn't come up with an ending for the story?
Not I.
Not you? What? What do you mean?
No, I'm just a storyteller. I don't do the ending.
Well, then who's going to do the ending for the story, then?
I think it was going to be the cat.
The cat? Well, somebody's got to do an ending, guys. We need to
Why
end
don't
this.
you do it?
Not I. Not me. No way. I don't do endings. I'm not the storyteller.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe we could get somebody
Well, we
else. Maybe
better.
the dog.
Maybe the dog, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, somebody got to come up with that. Somebody got to do something.
You're right. Somebody better do something.
Somebody got to go on forever.
This is going to be a very long story. You're right.